Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This beer comes from Joey. This is Tallgrass's Velvet Rooster. Very colorful can. This is an 8.5% Belgian-style triple ale. Uh, Tallgrass is out of, I think they're out of Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas. Wichita, it says here on the can. Uh, I've been doing several of the Tallgrass beers that Joey has sent, and I did some earlier a year or so ago that somebody else had sent me. And I like most of the stuff that Tallgrass does, so we'll see where this one ends up. This is a big 16-ounce can, and it says here, drink by 02/06/15. So this one's got quite a bit of a shelf life, being an 8.5%er. It doesn't have the IBUs listed here on this one. Commercial description: this beer is a Belgian triple that lives up to its name, smooth and carefully crafted like a fine velvet painting, but with 8.5% ABV, this bird has some spurs. The beer pours a golden straw color with a brilliant clarity, triple with a lofty pure white head. The beer has a wonderful floral nose with subtle fruit notes. The taste is clean and crisp with subtle fruit notes and a touch of candy-like sweetness. The beer has a champagne-like effervescence that provides a crisp offset to its sweet finish. While a pint glass is always nice, Velvet Rooster would also be at home in a tulip glass or champagne flute. Something to crow about is what it says here. So, we got the double glass on this one today, guys. Food pairing for this beer: cuisine is Mediterranean. Cheeses are sharp blue cheddar, and the pungent cheeses Gorgonzola Limburger, and the meat is pork and poultry, it says here. Glassware snifter, goblet, or chalice. Like I said, I got the double glass, and this beer can be cellared for extended periods, but we're not going to cellar it any longer, so let's pop the cap on this one. Joey, thanks again for sending this to me. Let's see where this one ends up. Nice head on this one. Not even going to be able to get it all in there. There's one more swallow left in there, but good looking beer in the glass. Good 2.5 fingers of head on that pour. I can see the bulb through it, so it's fairly clear. It's a light tangerine, or a golden, typical golden color. Not a macro lager. It's a tad darker than that, but looks pretty good in the glass. It's almost got like a apple cider appearance to it. So, and with that big frothy head, it's very creamy. Not a lot of big bubbles in the top. There are a few on the sides. Let's get a nose on it. To me, it almost has like a farmhouse style funk to it. I'm not getting that typical Belgian quality. It almost smells like a farmhouse ale. Or a saison. I got a little bit of saison qualities in there. A little bit of citrusiness there. Maybe some pears or apples or apricots or something in there. Some lighter fruit. But definitely getting the saison or the farmhouse top qualities to the nose. A little bit of funkiness going on there. So let's give it a taste, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Joey. Thank you, sir. To me, there's some breadiness in there. But it does have that saison farmhouse style funkiness to it. Seems like it's a blend of a typical Belgian triple and a saison mixed together to me. That's what I'm getting. Very citrusy, lighter fruit, pears, apples, apricots. A little bit of breadiness in there. It is kind of on the sweet side, maybe a little candied sugar. It's not bad. It's pretty tasty, but to me, it doesn't taste like your typical Belgian style triple. It's got a little bit of farmhouse saison qualities going on there too. But it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let's let it warm up and let the other half taste it, and we'll come back and see what we end up with on this one, guys. Not too bad. A little different. Not your typical Belgian triple. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. Now that it's warmed up, the alcohol is there just a little bit, not much. But I'm still getting that same farmhouse saison type quality on this beer. A little bit of funkiness going on there instead of the typical Belgian grapefruit pineapple style that the Belgian yeast usually lends to the beer. So it's got a nice candied sugar, light fruit, pears, apricots, apples taste, but there is a saison quality to this beer, or a farmhouse ale style to this beer. It's not typical to the style, in my opinion. So let's do the final chug on this one. Very nice, but my personal opinion, just my opinion, this is not as good as most of the Tallgrass stuff that I've had so far. There's just too much the farmhouse saison qualities, funkiness going on with this beer to be your typical Belgian triple. Guys, I'm going to give it the 7, which is a B+. It would probably only get the 6, but it's got the date on the can, tells you when to have it by, and this was good for quite a while. So I'm pretty sure this is a pretty fresh batch of this. Just wasn't blown away by this beer. It was definitely nice, definitely above average beer, definitely a well-made beer, but not quite to the A category in my opinion. So we're going to go with the 7, which is a B+. Let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first, and Beer Advocate says 85, which is a very good range. If I was giving this a numeric grade, it would probably be somewhere between an 87 and an 89. That's where I would put it. Over to Rate Beer. Ooh, Rate Beer says 83 overall and 75 in the style. I think that number is a little low for the overall grade. I may be a little generous on this beer, but I thought it was a very decent beer, other than having that saison farmhouse funkiness going on. And 75 in the style, I wouldn't argue with that, because like I said, it doesn't fit your typical triple pineapple grapefruity Belgian yeast quality to me. It's more of a saison quality to me. So with that being said, that's where I'm going to leave it. Wasn't blown away by this beer, but I still enjoyed it. Glad that Joey sent this to me. Joey, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it, brother, for sending me these beers. Not quite as good as what I was expecting. So a little disappointing on the yeast quality on this beer, but everything else, the candied sugars and the lighter fruit notes were there. Just the yeast is not quite what I was expecting. So that's just my opinion now, guys. There's probably some guys out there that said, oh, you're crazy. This is probably the best triple I've ever had. And I'm not going to argue with that. But to me, it was just a little bit too much of the funkiness going on with this one, saison type yeast, than the regular grapefruity pineapple yeast. So, guys, if you've had this one from Tallgrass, their Velvet Rooster, the can is very colorful. If I could get Tallgrass beers, I would have picked this one up already, just from the colorfulness of the rooster on the can and all the bright colors. It's Almost looks like a tattoo. So, guys, let me know if you've had this one from Tallgrass, the Velvet Rooster. As always, hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.